Hello guys. So next tutorial that we are going to see is this select clause or select operation that is available on the PySpark data frames. So we just saw in the previous video how we can filter the results and then we can show. But most of the times there can be multiple columns, like for example 500 plus columns or 1000 plus columns. So we want to specifically select, or we need to select the range of columns so that we can create a smaller data frame out of it and then store it to some of the stubs or the results. So by this way we will just avoid copying all the columns and then that will fulfill the data engineering work that we usually do. So where the customers don't want all the columns, customer usually want selected columns. To select those columns you have select clause. So just to apply that select clause, you can see there are 4 columns. So if you just use select star and then show, it will obviously select all the columns even if you don't use select star. Like by default behavior will be of the show will be select all the columns. So this was fine, but what if I need to get the range of columns, like starting from this to this, I want to display, right? So that means you can use the indexes of the columns. So the technically this is the first column, but logically for this particular operation we give 0 as the index to id column, 1 index to name column, salary will be second, and location will be third. So this is how, similar to arrays, we will start indexing from 0. So to do that, so let's take example of top 3 columns, like starting from id, name, salary. I only want these 3 columns, right? So what I can do is I'll use slicing on top of df dot columns, start a slice, after colon provide 3, which means end will be 0 1 2 3, which is location. So it will exclude the end value, which is location, but it will start from 0, which is id. So that means it will show id, name, salary, but not the fourth one, which is location. Let's see. Yeah, id, name, salary. So this was a slice that we cut out of this columns list. Okay, so what if I want to start from 0 and, which means id, name, that's it. I don't want salary, location. So how it works, basically it is 0, it is 1, and it is 2, but you don't want to include this. That means you include this column index in the slice, so you will provide 2. The moment you provide 2 here, it will subtract -1, which is name, and it will print only till here, not the actual index that you are providing in the end value. But this is not the case with the start value. Start value will start from the actual number that you have provided. So let's see, id and name, that's it, right? But this is a range of columns, right? It's not a break full utility, it is a sequence utility. So I want to specifically provide the column names. How I can do that? I can just, in that case, provide the column list. Like for example, I want id and then I want location directly. I don't want name, salary, etc., right? I just want to know where that particular id belongs to. So this is how you can directly simply provide the column names. Okay, and in case of, if your data has nested columns, you can just append uh, a particular list.